The story behind I Have Decided to Follow Jesus more than a century ago. In a remote village of Assam, India, a quiet but extraordinary event took place, one that would echo through generations and give birth to one of Christianity's most moving hymns. In the mid-1800s, a group of missionaries from Wales traveled to northeastern India to share the message of Christ. They arrived in a region dominated by aggressive tribal communities known for their violent resistance to outside influence. These tribes had long practiced headhunting and deeply rooted animistic traditions. But despite the danger, the missionaries pressed on, trusting God to open hearts. Among the first people to respond to their message was a man, his wife, and their 2 children from one of those tribes. Through the patient teaching and the powerful love of the missionaries, this family came to faith in Jesus Christ. The man's conversion marked the first known Christian breakthrough in that village. However, when the village chief learned that the man and his family had renounced the tribe's ancestral gods, he was enraged. The chief gathered the entire community and summoned the man before them. With the villagers looking on, he demanded that the man publicly deny his newfound faith or face death. The man, standing there with his wife and children, refused to recant. His voice was calm but unshakable, and he said, "We have decided to follow Jesus." The chief, furious, ordered that his children be killed first as a warning. Arrows were drawn, and his 2 children were slain before his eyes. Still, he stood firm in his confession. Then his wife was taken. Once more, the chief demanded that he renounce his faith. And again he refused, saying, "I have decided to follow Jesus Christ." She, too, was executed. Now standing alone, his heart shattered yet filled with conviction, the man was given one final chance to deny Christ. But his answer was the same. "I have decided to follow Jesus Christ," unwavering, resolute, and full of faith. The chief, overcome with rage, ordered that the man himself be killed. As the arrows pierced his body, his final words declared, "I have decided to follow Jesus Christ." Something miraculous happened afterward. The chief, moved by the man's courage and the undeniable peace in his eyes, began to question his own beliefs. Why should this man, his wife, and his children die for someone who lived in a faraway land 2,000 years ago? Wondered. There must be something truly powerful in the faith they professed. In time, the chief himself came to believe in Christ. The entire village that had witnessed the tragedy turned to Christianity as well. The blood of that family became the seed of faith for countless souls in that region. Years later, the words spoken by that unnamed Indian martyr were remembered and transformed into a song. A missionary from India, Sadhu Sundar Singh, is believed to have popularized it in the early 20th century, and later it was arranged musically by an Indian composer, Assamese melody being its foundation. The hymn spread throughout the world, from rural churches to great cathedrals, as a declaration of personal conviction and unshakable faith. The story of this hymn reminds every believer that faith in Christ often carries a cost, but also that such faith can light entire generations. The anonymous man from Assam never wrote a song, never built a church, never published a book, but through his testimony, millions today sing a melody that was born in sacrifice, the anthem of a soul that chose Christ above all else. God bless you.